Hey guys, what's up? Neer here, and today I want to talk about the skills needed to start a blog and hopefully scale it. So right off the bat, I want to tell you my history about how I started with just one blog, one small blog many years ago, and I grew it into a massive media company that I own today, and which is almost a 7-figure business. So anyone can do it. It just takes perseverance and some basic skills that I want to go over today so you could hopefully do it too. Alright, so the first thing I want to say about what skills are needed to build a blog is that anyone can do it. I want to stress the fact that you don't have to be a coder to start a blog. You don't have to be great at sales. You don't have to be even a great writer, right? Even though it helps a lot. But you don't have to do those things. You don't have to be these things in order to start a blog and make it happen. All you need is a few basic stuff and the ability to learn on the go. And trust me, if I did it, anyone can do it. So the first thing I want to stress out is that anyone can do it. You need to get out of your head the idea that certain people can do certain things and you can't, right? Sure, there are exceptions to that rule. Not everyone's going to be Michael Jordan, but when it comes to business, almost anyone can start a business, anyone can start a blog. It just takes a lot of work, right? Alright, so the first skill needed to start a blog, in my opinion, and probably the most important one, is you gotta know English, right? You don't have to be born in America. You don't have to speak fluent English. You don't have to write in fluent English, and honestly, you can do very well even if you have grammar mistakes or anything like that. But you have to know good enough English to speak, good enough English to write, good enough English so that people will want to read your blog post. Now, a lot of people might say, but not everywhere in the world speaks English. Why can't I start a blog in my own language, in my own home language and stuff like that? And obviously you can, but when I think about starting a blog, when I think about building a business, I want to go to where the biggest market is, where the best market is, and usually that's in the US. And even if it's not in the US, most likely it will be in an English-speaking country. And most successful businesses are online now are aimed at English-speaking audiences. So my recommendation is that if you don't know English very well right now, learn English, improve it, and start your blog in the English language. Alright, the second skill you need to start a blog is obviously you need to be tech savvy, right? I mean, you don't have to be a coder, but you have to understand code. You have to look at code, at PHP or JavaScript and stuff like that, and know what you're looking at. I'm not a coder, but I can do basic stuff. I can understand code when I look at it. So it's very important to be tech savvy, to be a person that can learn on his own, to be a person that figure things out, right? You want to start a blog, you Google how to start a blog, you read how to open a WordPress site, you read how to upload images, you read how to upload YouTube videos to your channel. You teach yourself everything you need to know to get what you want. So in relating to blogging, right, you have to be tech savvy. You have to know the blogging platforms. You have to know what WordPress is. You have to know what Wix is. You have to know what Blogger platform is. You have to know what a CMS is, right? Not a lot of people know what a CMS is. So my point is you have to educate yourself. You have to be a tech savvy person that can take an idea and research about it and turn it into something real, right? Alright, the next skill, and maybe the most important one, is that you need to be an autodidact, right? You need to teach yourself almost anything you need to start a blog. And like I said before, from what CMS to use, how to use that CMS, how do you write a blog post, how do you format the post. If you don't know English that well, you need to teach yourself English. So you need to teach yourself a lot of things that no one else could teach you. They don't teach this at any school and at any degree as far as I know. So you have to have the ability to learn yourself, to do the research, to sit on your ass, to sit on your butt, Google whatever it is that you need to learn right now in order to move forward. So being a person that can learn quickly and absorb information quickly and use that information for your advantage is a very important skill in blogging, and honestly a very important skill in entrepreneurship in general. Alright, the next skill that you need in order to start a blog is that you need good writing skills. This is a given, but you need good storytelling skills. You don't have to be perfect at it. When I started, I was terrible. Some would say I'm still terrible to this day, but numbers don't lie. I have the traction, I have the revenues, I have the audience. So I think you get better with time. There's no right time to start. You don't have to wait until you're really good at writing a blog or really good at storytelling to start a blog, right? Just like you don't have to be amazing at video in order to start a YouTube channel, right? And I'm sure all my followers will say I'm not great at vlogging, but I started my YouTube channel and I'm persistent, and I will get better with time, I'm sure. So it's the same thing with blogging. You need to improve your writing skills, your blogging skills. You need to improve your storytelling, and you do that by practicing. You write, you publish, and with time you will get better at it. Alright, the next skill needed to start a blog, in my opinion, is you have to be passionate about the niche and the topic that you want to start your blog on. So blogging takes time. It takes a lot of time to gain traffic, to gain rankings, to put your content in front of the right people and gain some traction. So it's going to take a lot of hard work day in, day out, without seeing actual results for maybe months, sometimes even years. So if you're not passionate about the topic that you're writing, more specifically if it's your first blog, ever, I would recommend starting it on a topic that you are passionate about. This way, when the going gets tough, and it will be tough, your passion will get you through those days and continues the writing process and the publishing process until traffic comes, until traction starts. I think being passionate about your blogging idea, more specifically if it's your first blog that you form, is very important. Alright, the last skill you need in order to start a blog is you need to have patience and perseverance. It takes a lot of time to write articles, good ones. It takes a lot of time to gain traction and gain an audience. You need to stick to it. You need to put in the work day in, day out, and not give up. If you have patience, if you have persistence, you can do it. Anyone can do it. I'm living proof, and I think it's an awesome way to make a living, and it's an awesome way to create things and share your knowledge or just passion with the world. And that's it. That's my view on it, and that's the skills needed to start a blog. If you like my video, if I gave you any value at all, please subscribe to my channel, give me the thumbs up so I know I'm doing something right, and I'll see you in the next video.